Namaskaram. Yesterday we have seen about what is Bhagavad Gita and how it was revealed, who were its key persons, what are all its contents. Today we will see the gist of the contents. To summarize the whole of Bhagavad Gita in a nutshell, Lord Krishna explains that he is or was the supreme controller of all the living and non living entities. To affirm this, he shown his Vishvarupa or the cosmic form to Arjuna, the sight of which is impossible even to Devas. Now, let's move on to the chapters and their contents, one after the other. Chapter 1, Arjuna Vishada Yoga. This is the first chapter in Bhagavad Gita. It is the beginning of the divine full conversation. We all know that the characters are the Supreme Lord Krishna and Arjuna, the Pandava prince. The name of the chapter itself goes like this: Arjuna's Vishada, meaning Arjuna's pain. Therefore, we get to know that Gita indeed begins out of a sorrow. We can relate this to the delivery of a child. During the birth of a child, the mother undergoes unbearable and immense pain. After the birth of the child, the pain is gone and the joy is on. So here, Arjuna can be symbolized to the mankind who suffers from this endless cycle of birth and death. To stop this unending misery, the merciful Lord Krishna has bestowed upon the revelation to Arjuna, thereby ending his pain. Arjuna enters the battlefield and sees all the people who are present there and suffers an unbearable pain because he thinks of the consequences of the war and their lasting aftermaths. Arjuna's growing misery is described due to the fear of losing his friends and relatives. Therefore, Arjuna was extremely confused and he was seen lamenting about the consequence of war. Lord Krishna decides to reveal him the most valuable of his teachings to his associate Arjuna and clear his mind so that he can perform his dharma unquestioningly. Coming to the second chapter, which is known as the Sankhya Yoga. In this, Arjuna agrees to take the position as a disciple to Lord Krishna and requests the Lord to instruct him as to how to dissipate his grief. Further prevalence has been given to the immortal soul prevailing inside all the living beings. The chapter may be taken as the gist of the entire scripture because many subjects like karma, jnana, bhakti, guna were all explained here. The Lord explains the importance of realizing that omnipotence indestructible self is one's true identity, and by becoming enlightened to it is the first path to spirituality. For this, one need to cultivate unbiasedness, overcome wants and wishes, perform selfless actions, and stay balanced. Coming to the third chapter, known as the Karma Yoga, it instigates the fact that the routine of the prescribed obligations is mandatory for everyone. An example to say Sandhya Vandanam for Brahmins. A person who performs his karma as a Brahmin need to perform Sandhya Vandanam thrice a day. The morning being the Pratha Sandhya Vandanam, in the afternoon Madhyanikam, and in the evening Sayam Sandhya Vandanam. Failing to do so, he needs to perform a prayashchittam for this. Now, coming back to the Karma Yoga, Lord Krishna unconditionally and he broadly explains how it is the duty of each and every member of the civilization to carry out their purposes and tasks in their respective stage of life, which are according to the guidelines of the society where one lives. Further, Lord explains why such duties need to be performed, what are the benefits gained by performing them, and what are the consequences of non-performance. Lord clearly says that the desire-ridden actions leads to the cycle of rebirth, and he insists on those actions that lead to the path of moksha. The role of three gunas, the sattva guna, the rajoguna, and the tamoguna, influences the human or any living being for that matter of fact, and insists to perform the duties without expecting the result. Today, I think I have given some knowledge based upon my understanding in the three chapters. We will further continue in the forthcoming episodes with the coming chapters. Thanking you all. Have a good day.